Hi everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. I hope you're all doing very well. Steve, hello. Jack and Alan, greetings. RJP, thank you for joining. Making sure everything's working. Looks like it. I hope everyone is doing all right and everyone's recovered from the Devious Path event, because that was expensive. Very, very expensive. Welcome, Stream Elements Bot. Thank you for joining the show late. What do I even pay you for? Right, what's the time? 11:45. So we got about an hour before reset, which means there's probably nothing to do in Grim Forest. No, I've got to get my head around some of these Phrygius battles tonight so we can move over to normal. Sunshine, hello. I hope you're doing well. Don't think I can even start that. No, no distorted energy. Typical. Think I've kind of done everything for the day already. Couple of Cursed City keys left to do. No, that's totally fair, Steve. That is totally fair. I thought I would go for it just because I just kind of fancied it. And he is actually a super fun champ. If I could find him. It's the problem. Every time you get a new champion, you're not used to finding him on the screen. This guy. In his weird little mercurial build that I've put together. But that will soon change. He needs ignore defense. Like, big time needs ignore defense. Kind of sucky without it, but still very, very fun. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you, Sonny. I'm a bit achy today, but I am very good. Yeah, it took all of my sacred shards. I think one of those is from what's it called? The Tag Team Arena. One was from Clan Boss and one from Doom Tower. So now I've got to go into chronic saving mode because it's been very, very, very expensive couple of weeks in Raid, or couple of months, in fact. Yeah, Retalk, I don't blame you. I only went for it because I had the means to do it, but I feel like my account's going to suffer for a little while courtesy of it. And I would imagine that within the next probably week or so, we're probably going to get the announcement for the new fusion. Because Hagaba's been finished for what, like a week or so now? Maybe a little bit more. We didn't get a hero's path because obviously Hagaba Soul was tied to a tournament. The devious path filled the gap in its place, so I think once this is done, we're a few days away from finding out what the next fusion's going to be. And yeah, I'm intrigued because I really want to get my hands on an old fusion, but I would imagine the next one's going to be fragment, not classic. So it might be a little while until we can dip back into an old fusion, but that's fine. I don't mind really. Oh, we've got to burn some keys. I've actually thrown Varkos just into my normal team here. Just for a little bit of fun, just to see what happens with his counter-attack passive, because it is kind of silly. Let's see if we can actually get anything out of him. Sometimes you'll do multiple fights and nothing happens. And he just sort of has to wait his turn. But he's pretty decent. But like that, that's perfect. When he just joins in and blocks the revive. It's kind of funny. Let's just use A1s to see if we can get him to do it again. Nah. It sort of doesn't happen when you'd want it to happen. And I know I could up my chances by bringing in another Dark Elf, but maybe at some point I will build a proper team around him. That would be ideal. Pedro, hello. What old cushion? I assume you mean fusion. Ah, anytime, Pedro. We're kind of back to normal schedule now, with the exceptions of Thursday evenings, simply because it's just still too hot in my room to stream. My computer don't like it. Old fusion I'd like to see come back. Probably Donatello. He would be probably in my top 3 choices. I'm trying to think of what ones aren't part of the old fusion system. I can't remember. I think Donatello would be a really, really cool shout. I know a lot of people didn't expect him to be as good as he is, because generally people chase damage fusions, whereas the kind of support fusions generally have a little bit more shelf life on your account. Evening, Andy. Yeah, Donnie is just... I glazed that champion from day one, and he really is kind of top tier. He's... I probably would buy his 6-star. If I didn't have another kind of couple in the way, I would very much consider buying 6-star for Donnie. And every day I hope that I pull a Dracomorph. I think it's Dracomorph that's his empowerment surrogate. Let's just check. Yeah, I want 2 more Dracomorph dupes so I can get Donnie at +4. Just because he's just awesome. Yeah, RJP fusions are very costly, kind of until they're not, but it's only really easy to save resources once you've kind of already established your account. Not quite so easy in the early game unless you're spending loads of money. SKB, greetings, buddy. Nice to see you. Seeing as all of these teams are kind of light, let's see if we can... What are they called? Dark Elves, that's it. Let's just go Dark Elves. We'll go with Wifey Mavara. Let's go Hagaba, if she's got gear on. She does, that's cool. And we'll go... We'll go Vizix, just for a bit of fun. Got Varkos with energy. Damn. Oh, you must have been dungeon diving like an actual monster. That's crazy. I did like 15,000 points with energy, and I feel like that took a lot out of me. Oh, I underestimated that team. That's fine. Let's see what we can do. nothing. Yeah, get sheeped. Okay, we might have to put an actual team together to make this work. So chapter 11, stage 7, normal, chapter 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, pretty difficult, but it just sort of happens, Brandon. As you sort of develop your account, it becomes a little bit more reliable. Kenyatta? No, I'm afraid I'm on mine. Is Rhea the Mourned worth pulling? Honestly, I'm not super impressed by her. That'll be why we didn't get a turn. I find... there might be a bit of an issue. Okay, I've done something with my gear presets that I'll need to fix at some point. Rhea is, like, good, but I don't think she's a game changer, personally. I'm certainly not in any hurry to go and throw everything down to try and get her. Plus, I don't really have anything left to try with. Yeah, Live Arena's been pretty sucky for the last couple of days, that's for sure. Right, can we actually cut in, or are we just going to get nuked again? That's the problem. This is really not an arena team. Ah, get bombed. Nice. Strange team. Why is the on-screen chat blank? I have no idea. Let me see if I can... I'm actually not entirely sure why that's not working. I might have to... Like, the box is there. I'm not sure. It's probably something to do with stream elements. It was late loading into the... There it is. Wait, it's popped up now. I just had to freak it out for a second. Greetings, Watford. TRG, yeah, I do need to try it with an ally attack. Simply because that block revive is just nasty, nasty, nasty. Let's lose Vizix, chuck in Mikage. Might need to change the turn order so that he actually gets the opportunity. Yeah, also my build isn't great because I haven't got a ignore defense set on him. Yeah, I am not usually one to watch the football, but I actually did catch the last like 15 minutes of the game tonight. It was quite funny. Yeah, I mean, Queen of Hearts would be great with him. But there we go, block revive there. And let's just bomb Ezio into oblivion. Andy, I'm going to guess hallucinogenics. I think, Chief, by the way, greetings. I would say that if ever there was a night I would let you lot talk about football, it's got to be World Final night. World Cup? See, I don't even know what the terminology is. Yeah, she could have a bag full of mushrooms. Damn, I got absolutely murked. I could actually just do like a proper arena team. Maybe that's what we should focus on. Where's our base? Now, how do we make this guy be better? Do a bit of that. Although this is probably a very fast Necmo. Get ahead. I need to change turn order again because Varkos just isn't really doing anything when I need him to do anything. Bless him. Ah, you're all right, Chief. So yeah, so the good news is I don't have champion regret, which is a thing when you bang all of your resources trying to get something, and then you kind of get them and go, that was good, welcome to the vault. But I think with Varkos it's a little bit different. He does need a soul though. He seriously needs a soul. He is ginger as sin. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. We could go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Doesn't actually fit into any of the stages, I don't think. Oh yeah, he does. He goes in here. Watford. I don't know, man. Classic Arena's weird. It's kind of quite entry level until the point where it's not. And then you really don't see much of Arbiter in this day and age, only because people have got other options. That doesn't mean Arbiter's bad. It's just that, I don't know, other champions just bring more stuff. Arena's more about lockout and control now than it is about just going fast, but you do still need to be going very fast to actually make it work. Second, greetings. Chief, I prefer science. Leave in science. Let's do science. One thing that might be a little bit different tonight, and I haven't had, this is technically my chance to test it. If my camera starts lagging, I don't know what to do about it. So we'll just have to live with it if that's the case. I don't know how it's going to handle a stream after like an hour of streaming, but we will see. It might be a little bit not synchronized properly, but it's something we'll have to sort out for another stream. So today you are all my guinea pigs. And it just kind of is the way it is. I will agree with you there. So again, don't care about football, never interested me in the slightest, but I couldn't help but find it funny that they have like refreshment breaks now. Which is just so cringe, but it is quite funny. I guess it's in America. It's their turf, it's their rules. But it did make me laugh. Let's get you down. Be gone. Watford, that would make a lot of sense. I mean, what's he? Blah, 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 blah. Arbiter and Armands is always going to be a good combination. And if you are using Arbiter, then yeah, bomb champions are very viable because of the increased attack. But in the Mercurial meta, you run the risk of bombs not having much effect. So probably a nuker. As for Sorry, just catching up with the chat. I don't know if I would say that Arbiter is in need of a buff. I think she's really, really solid. I don't really know what else... You know, what else could you do to her to make her much better? She's incredibly strong. Like, looking at a kit, I don't really know what would need to change. Unless, I mean, maybe they made the A2 a double hitter. That would probably put her right back at the front of the meta, if that was the case, just for Mercurial stack breaking. But, I don't know, I think Arbiter's really, really solid. I probably don't use her anymore because I don't need to, but she's absolutely solid. Best blessing for Adeline. It depends where you're using her. Let's find her. I can't remember what she does. She the sleep champion. Yep. I don't know. I guess it would sort of depend. I've got mine in Soul Reap because the one time I used her, she was last in my team, so she would get the Soul Reap to get the dungeon down quicker, but it kind of depends. If she's the fastest in your team, you could consider putting the... Hold on, let's move her to the collection so we can view the blessings. You could consider something like Intimidating Presence. You can never really go wrong with that. If you're using her in PvP, I guess you've got something like Temporal Chains. It's also probably going to depend on what level blessing you've got. If you're using her as a debuffer in PvE, you've got Brimstone. I don't think you can really go wrong with that. What's she got? So she's basically a healer with the ability to sleep and do single target debuff. So at 4-star, I think a good shout is Intimidating Presence. But if you have built accuracy on her, I think Brimstone could be good. Up the chance to debuff on the A1. I'd give you that, Mathurin. I think that's very true. That's probably the most logical place to give Arbiter a bit of love. It should be each hit with a 50% chance. Oh no, it already is. It is 50% chance. No, I don't know then. Because of the double hit, technically they're trying to get across the fact that it's 100% chance. I don't know. I'm down for Arbiter. I think she's good as she is. I think the problem is not Arbiter, it's the other champions around her that have just got so much better. Mohammed, greetings, buddy. So what in the damn is happening in Raid today? Perception artifact at the Forge. I'm being so damn particular with my resources now. I'm trying to save absolutely everything. Yeah, Chief, that's so true. It's... Siphi kind of is the answer for Sand Devil. That's definitely something they could consider for a fusion, though, is a guaranteed sleep champion. That would be really nice. I don't expect Plarium to be nice, but it would really help a lot of people, because sure, you can say, well, you have got Godseeker duo, but not everyone's got Godseeker. In fact, a lot of people don't have Godseeker, which is a shame. Yeah, Plarium have been really nice with other things. I mean, I think Plarium give us so much free stuff anyway, but I'd like to see a little bit more of a targeted champion to fill gaps. Fried taters, greetings. Cat Daddy, hello. Yeah, I think the player base has grown to expect the Ambrosia. Whereas I guess if you played Raid like 4 years ago, you would know that they used to give us like nothing. Like absolutely nothing. But I guess it's also to keep people in the game. One thing I noticed with my free-to-play is there are so many great catch-up mechanics, but you're still bottlenecked by the same things. Yeah, heal reduction set for Hex. In one of my videos I put out recently, I know I had a good old rant about the Frenzy set. That used to be really good. Mohammed, I did not. Yesterday, I was eating deep dish pizza, and it was next level. So for any Americans that happen to be watching, you're onto something with those deep dish pizzas. Like, it broke my body, but I would sign up to do it all over again. Like, that was next level. Yeah, Chicago deep dish. It's just, what is it, like an inch of mozzarella that's just freaking lava in your face? The only thing wrong with the pizza I had yesterday was not the pizza. It was the fact that the restaurant was really warm. So after one slice, I was just like wetter than October. And it was very hard to push through. You need that, like, I don't know, you need that air conditioning if you're going to eat that much molten cheese. Yeah, can't be having those warm restaurants. Where my aircon at? I know it's England and we don't really do aircon, but it's just not how it goes. I came in here to look for something. Best blessing for Bivold. Is he Sacred Order? Yep. What's he? Provoke. So you're probably thinking Hydra. Probably the same sort of thing. For him, you could, if you're going down the accuracy path, you've always got Brimstone. If you need a good, like, boost to your team lead. Yeah, Blessing of the Vault, sadly. Oh, Chief, I can assure you, I have not lost weight in the last couple of weeks. Since I got ill, all I've been doing is eating. I mean, I probably lost weight when I was ill. But I'm having my sugar addiction kind of moment again. Although, maybe I have. I don't know. But I did lay on my ass for like 2.5 weeks straight, just ill. So that might be... No, not bad. I just got like flu. Absolutely put me on my ass and made me absolutely useless. And I couldn't record videos because I lost my voice. And it was like, Jonathan, why are you pushing in your throat like that? It sounded like one of them. So I thought, let's not stress me out. Take a couple of weeks, reset. Alex Ferguson's nose. Jesus. Oh, I'm unfortunate enough to know who that is. I think I probably caught the sun. Plus, it's probably the new camera. Yeah, it is quite red. I don't know. I'm not a photographer. I just set it to do its thing and it's good enough for now. And eventually it will bother me and I'll change it. Until then, I'm not gonna. Right, let's get this battle done. Hang in on one sec. Hanging on 1 sec. Right. Done. I do second. Thank you so much. Wait, hold on. I'm not down with the kids. That probably doesn't look anything like a heart, does it? Or that new fucking heart that the kids do with the weird, creepy fingers. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Mohammed, that's exactly what I sounded like. I wish I could do the voice on demand. So, the good news is, for all you guys that like long-form content, I will be releasing a 1 hour and 15-minute video tomorrow of me gear cleansing. And there was me being optimistic, thinking I could do the whole lot. But I talked so much, I think I only got down to curing set. So there will probably be a part 2, 3, and maybe even a part 4 to get through all the rest of it. But yeah, it's the probably third but not quite final long form video. But depending on like if there's any demand for it, I'll record more. If not, it's just me chatting crap to a camera, which is kind of normal. Wait, second. No, it's you that's got to make the Corrosa guide. Like, I actually did something today. I leveled her up to, what's it called? 6 stars of Ascension, just because my OCD was weirding me out and I really wanted to get all of my mythicals in one place. But as you can see, she's still as rejected as she was before. All I did was put this relic on her simply because, and there was a method to my madness here. There's a little button somewhere, because I am a noob. Where is it? Relic index. This one. Relic lore, and it had Corrosa's name written on it. It's my... something's in the way, but Corrosa's name is in there, so I went, let's just put that on Corrosa. So that's as far as I've got with Corrosa. $45,000 energy. That's crazy. A no tattoo CM Punk. I don't know, but I'll take it. I don't have any tattoos. I'm not brave enough to get tattoos. There's like 100 tattoos I would like to get. But yeah. It's pretty permanent, isn't it? And I'd regret it. I know what I'm like. Yeah, Andy, you've got tattoos. I think Chief's got tattoos. I bet Steve's got tattoos. I bet Steve's got like a big American eagle across his chest, holding like an AR-15, eating a donut or something. Yeah, Andy, I've had piercings. I've only got one left, but I have had lots of piercings in my time. I'll tell you what would have been really nice for Varkos was a frickin' speed aura. Let's get absolutely nuked by Takeshi and his castle. I've just never really... like, I've always wanted a tattoo. I've got like 3 or 4 in mind that I would like to get. My problem is I don't have any, but I would like to just get a full sleeve, like shoulder to wrist. But it will probably be the end of me. I don't think it would go well at all. A bit like this Faction Wars run. We're just not fast enough. Yeah, I've kind of got it mapped out what I would like to have. I've put a lot of thought into it. It's just kind of doing it. Yeah, that is true, Chief. If you look around the UK for like recommended tattoo artists, a lot of them are there. Everything resisted. This is going about as well. No, I can't say that on stream. Pedro, Teletubbies. I just want them to have the balls to do it. But no, God of War would probably be my most wanted. Which does remind me, at some point I'm going to Google if there's any updates for God of War. Because I kind of have this, like, pure belief that it's going to happen. I 100% reckon they are going to do a God of War collab. I've just got this feeling inside. Mohammed, it's a different Pedro. Sadly. Yeah, do it, Chief. Although I would also maybe say don't do it, because then I'm going to get addicted to wanting tattoos again. Oh, Sonny, I feel like I know what those words are going to be. But no, I'm not going to challenge you. I can't be bothered with Faction Wars. I can't be bothered. Let's take a look at the big boy. Wherever I put him. It's weird, you get a new champion, you can't find him in the damn list. He's got like no glyph. Also, actually, I forgot to ask Mohammed, did you get the Gestal Gaming optimizer working? Because obviously they did that update for the non-silicon versions, the Intel versions of Mac. Ah, Sonny, that was more polite than I thought you were going to be. Yeah, true, Chief. I mean, I wouldn't survive a full sleeve tattoo. My pain threshold is not exactly my forte. I can take mental pain, but I'm not very good at physical pain. Good man, Mohammed. Good man. Oh, excuse me. I think everyone here is built. I've definitely messed up my presets, though, with that Mavara and Krisk gear. Okay, is everyone built? Yep. Let's just send it, see what we get. Ah, second, I had no idea. Is it of me? I bet it's of me. Yeah, Watford, if we think... Oh, nice, we hit the billion. Nice. If we think of the games and think of Raid, like... I don't know if anyone remembers playing God of War 3 and it's got the sex scene. What do you call it when you have to press the buttons on the screen when it tells you what to press them? There's a, it's not QTE or something like that, but there was the Aphrodite sex scene that you had to press buttons for. So I reckon they would put Aphrodite in it because they've got to sell the collab. And if we think about what they made the Sabriel character model look like, I think we all know where that's going. Exactly, Andy. We all did. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she goes off. It's a speaker second. That's awesome. If you've got a picture, link me at some point. Watching the Odyssey. Oh, shoot. Ah. Is it bad that I want to see the Odyssey just to see how bad it actually is? Because it's not looking good, is it? Yeah, Poseidon, Hades, Zeus, Hercules, Aphrodite, Kratos, and Hermes. I think that would be... What they could do is, if you think of the modern God of War games, you could have Boy, he could be in it, and also that little blue thing. I can't remember his name because it's been a couple of years since I played it. But the blue thing could be like the dwarf champion, the one that kind of makes all your weapons and stuff for you. But there's so much potential crossover in there. Atreus, that's the kid's name. Sindri, thank you, Sindri. So I've been thinking about God of War recently, the most recent two games, so the normal one and then Ragnarok. And I am actually very tempted to do a stream playthrough of it because it's just good. Like, it's just a really good game. And Brock, yeah, that's true. I feel like I need a good reminder of that game. Oh, they are actually doing another one. That's cool. Oh yeah, I feel like I watched something about this. Well, because we had this chat, because I can never remember the name of the guy that is the actor for Kratos. But he does loads of cool, like, online social media stuff. Like, he dips in and out of all different sorts of things. One of my favourite of the God of War games, probably one of the least popular ones, I really liked God of War Ascension. I think that came out when I was at uni, and there was one, they nerfed the game because so many people complained that they couldn't get past. There was like a scene on like an elevator or like a lift thing, and you get on it and you just get waves and waves and waves of enemies. And it was like me and all four of my housemates, we just couldn't get it down. And eventually we did get it. And I think about a week later they nerfed it. So we all called ourselves like purebloods because we were like, we got there before the nerf. But that, I really liked Ascension. It was the first graphics upgrade of God of War before they obviously released the newer ones. But that was a bloody good game. Couldn't get it down, Mohammed. Where there's a will, there's a way. Christopher Judge, thank you. Which is kind of funny because he really doesn't look like a Christopher Judge. If you said to me, if you showed me a picture of him and said, what's his name? Christopher. Wouldn't be the first name I would come up with. Okay, that's actually decent. And here's the thing that just gets me every time. Is Phoenix out-damaging a 6-star Garrel. Make it make sense. Yeah, the Elliot Page memes have been... Like, she's just... Wait. Sorry, just... I don't know what it's trying to be. I remember it being Juno. I guess he, is that what we call it now? I don't know. But it's just so unconvincing as any form of threat on a battlefield. It's just a child. It's so weird. Like super, super weird. What would I call him if he wasn't a Christopher? I don't know. Like, the Judge surname makes a lot of sense. Like, that's a very, very strong surname to be called Judge. Chief, that's so true. Dave. Dave Judge. Yeah, when in doubt, just call someone Dave. Yeah, the Elliot Page AI Terminator. Then there was the one from Predator. I mean, I pretty much gave interest when I watched a video where Elliot Page was talking about how to avoid toxic masculinity. And I couldn't help but think, I don't know, just be a girl. That might be the first giveaway. But nice knowing you all, guys. This is probably the end of my YouTube channel. It just looks like a very strange little boy. Okay, let's just send that. I think Morley's built. We'll find out. Yeah, Chief, I'll have to give you that. Or give them that. But pronouns, man. Just way to make everything way more complicated than it needs to be. When I worked in corporate, they circulated this email that just said, we want everyone to put their pronouns as their email signature. And it's like, no, I'm not playing. Like, I'm just not playing. Our second is you get in trouble. Yeah. Censorship is wild, man. It's just so unnecessary. I agree, Andy. I am perfectly capable of making my own bad decisions. I don't need guidance. Like, I get in trouble with ChatGPT probably 3 times a day. Exactly, Retorque. Exactly. I think my name is Dan and my pronouns are get fucked. I think that's how it needs to be. If someone looks at me and can't work it out, I think that's probably a them problem, not a me problem. Howdy, Kenneth. Nice to see you. Exactly. I can't wait for the email from YouTube tomorrow. You've been very, very naughty. There's your second strike. It's like, fine. Fine. It's interesting hearing people's ages and stuff in Raid. Because you kind of forget it's a mad mixture in the player base. When I go onto YouTube, it shows me like analytics and all of that, and location and age. Not what I thought it would be. It is an old man's game. Absolute facts. 50 in November. Nice. I'm going to be 40 in October. "31 isn't old." No. When I was 16, I would have said 31 is well old, but we like to give ourselves a pass as the years go on. Oh, Mohammed, you're just a little baby. Right, let's beat this guy down. I'm not even paying any attention. Yeah, second and Watford. You guys are winning the young game. Steve, you're definitely not the oldest. That's a freaking tune. Right, you can go down. Okay, that's Curse City done. Saving the gear in case I need to do another gear cleanse video. And we have 24 minutes until the reset. I cannot be asked with Faction Wars. It's not one of those days. Yeah, Mohammed, if you can't get it, I would say just kind of cut your losses kind of thing. He's a great champ, but I wouldn't say he's going to just change everybody's accounts. Retalk. So for me in the UK, the reset is at 1 a.m. Just 1 a.m. Yeah, Chief, that does seem to be the thing. I think Mavara is one of the most obvious companions to make it work. I did consider doing a whole load of dungeon divers and just getting the avatar frame, but I'll probably just spend whatever points I've got left tomorrow and see if I can go down to the Immortal Soul Coins. Probably makes the most sense. It's just excess dungeon diver stuff. Yeah, second, that is unfortunate when it comes to this. Actually, that's second. Did you end up going for it in the end? Because I know we were like umming and ahhing about what to do. Maybe. You're so cryptic, man. Oh, no speed on any of the gear. That's fine. Welcome to the bin. Let's look at are there any more mythicals for Dark Elves? Arakoa. Yeah, that's totally fair. Maybe Arakoa could be kind of fun with Varkos. Got a little bit of extra play in that extra turn mechanic. I don't know what the alt form is doing. Oh, I've never seen this champion in her alt form. She looks really good. Fried Taters, if you put HP burn on anything in the spider dungeon, if that takes a turn, it's going to damage everyone else. And now I'm actually questioning whether you can burn the boss itself. Actually, let's have a look. Where's the lizard? There he is. $310. So the boss cannot be burned. Unless that was a 3%. Yeah, the boss himself is immune to HP, unless you're talking about Spider Normal. But I actually don't know. Got 12 minutes, got to put some stuff in here. This is supposed to be account admin day. Okay. Right, where are those little frickin' mask things? No idea what's going on in chat, but play nice. Can't be asked. Until what time will I stream? Probably 2 a.m. So about 2 hours, 15 minutes more. Also, please, Plarium, where is the auto upgrade button for the damn relics? It is the most desired upgrade that we need right now. Second, I can't. I think you're the only person I've seen now with a 6-star relic. So, Watford. I would say, to some extent, all of them, even if you're just using them as food. There are like a little group of absolutely amazing relics, and not all of them are like epics, legendaries, and stuff like that. There are some really good rares. But obviously, mythicals are going to be the big ones. But even for speed boosters, like Journal of Necrotos is still top tier. Yeah, Kenyatta, that's definitely a thing. So do you have that Arakoa champion? Where is it? Right, so let's rank these. And then second, I'm coming for you with a 6-star. I'm not getting anything close to a 6-star. We can burn through some of the little 2-stars though. Maybe that is something that guy from Gestal Gaming messaged earlier. And I wonder if there is something where they can, in the optimizer, put in a auto relic upgrade. Because I think waiting for Raid to do it is probably futile. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, agree. I absolutely agree, Mohammed. It's just like there's got to be, all they've got to actually do in-game, it probably won't be any good because the current system isn't great anyway. But like you've got with instant rank up and your brew upgrade, there's got to be a way they can incorporate a light version of that, like with way less variables, into instant rank up. And you could even, like, all they've got to do is copy this, and under the filters you can set, they've got to basically change the priority here to whatever those things are called with the rank on them, and then you can just set a priority for whatever rarity relic, and then you're kind of good. Like, it won't even be that difficult. And I think it will be something that comes because they are pushing relics a lot harder than they used to. And they've clearly made changes with... I can't even craft anything. But with this button here where you can craft up to 10. So they're clearly trying to push you into that line. But it's kind of been out for a while now, and you would have thought they might have done something about it. I'm also amazed they haven't just straight up sold relic materials. Unless I guess you count the Forge Pass. But that's a lot of money. But leveling them up one by one, when you know that you're just going to food them, is like a bit of a waste of game. It's a lot of time spending doing nothing. Yeah, what Cam Kamal said, I think that's pretty much the only way they can do it. Would it be criminal to just sacrifice all of the bloody Siroths? And chat, behave. Yeah, second, I probably will. It seems criminal to put it into that particular thing. But it does ultimately just become a chicken. Let's do 2 Siroths and 1 Pinion, because they're grim. Yeah, I wish I wasn't going to get so many more. But alas, we all know we will. It's got 2 4-stars up there. If we did want to rank, it's got 2, 1, 2, 6, 8. I'm trying to think of the maths, how many you would need to create a 6-star. Is it 24? My maths ain't mathsin'. If we bring everything to 6, level it up to rank 3, then we can at least push some of these up. Also, second, did you ever get around to the 14 pull that you had lined up? Because, I don't know, I'm feeling lucky for you, buddy. It's the only way. Because if you did pull a mythical off of it, I know you'd be screeching. Stainer, they can't. Why would you keep them forever? What is the gain from keeping them there forever? That I hadn't actually considered, and I would give you that as a... Yeah, okay. I'll accept that. Maybe when they put in auto relic upgrades, maybe that would be the time to do it. Also, it probably wouldn't hurt if they just put level and rank on the same page. Just any UI, anything has got to be better than what's already there. We got 5 minutes till reset. And then we're going to have to fight Phrygius. Let's filter out 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Also, I'm actually a little bit mindful of this Starstone stuff. Yeah, second, what is it called again? The thing? Because I thought it was the Gestal Gaming thing, but it's not, it's something separate. And you'll have to stream it on Discord. Because I'm intrigued. Rodalbot. I'm going to put money down that it's not available for Mac. Also, on the subject of Varkos, I actually nearly made a massive mistake yesterday. I very nearly went with the... where are you? The Covetous Passion on him, but then I realised he actually does bring Shatter. If his... I guess if he's taking turns first, you could do it for extra, but I just don't think it's enough. Andy, what's the best champ I pulled this week? I'll tell you who it isn't. In fact, I can tell you exactly who it isn't. Of all of the champions, Abyss. Seeing that pop out really hurt. I can't even remember what I got in that pull video. It was Abyss, Ray. I can't even remember what legendaries came out. Nama, that was kind of cool, but not as a bad one. Ah, Kenneth, you've got this. Yeah, I guess they've gone down the Snow White path, which is a shame when Venus exists, because Venus is the real Queen of Hearts. But Abyss is like a reminder that there was a time where Raid was different. Yeah, Abbott, I haven't even looked at her kit because I assume it's terrible. Rigs, is Vark... I guess it depends on where your account is at and what else you've got. If you're in the market for like a tanky defensive-based nuker, then I think Varkos is really, really cool. If you're planning on throwing him into live arena, then he's going to be quite demanding in terms of gear. Like, don't copy what I've done here. I was just trying to see if I could actually get Mercurial on him. But he needs ignore defense, he needs protection, and by protection I mean like stone skin or Mercurial. He's really good. Like, he is straight up really good with a very interesting passive. But I've had live arena battles. I don't know if I've got any keys. I've got one key. I've had certain fights where he just doesn't really get to do anything. Is there like... Let's refresh and find a good team. Nothing too crazy, but a good team. We go up against something like a Marishka, where things like block revive would be very, very handy. Like, if you can play into his passive, he's going to be absolutely amazing. But on the off chance you get rounds where he does nothing, he kind of feels like, I don't know, he's not really bringing much. Let's lock everyone out and see if we can play with that passive. See, it hasn't procced yet. They are locked out, so we can A1. But again, no passive. I know we're not using all Dark Elves. Did my Tection just get locked out? Did Tection just get locked out? That's weird. Okay, so that's the passive, and he did block revive. So when that happens, it's really, really good. Tection did get locked out. Did I miss something? He's got Poison Cloud and... Unless his Fabian had Death Dealer. Second, yeah, I mean, every champion is... But I think there are certain champions you can get away with being a bit more flexible on. I don't think DPS are those champions. Maybe Tection did get locked out by Death... Yeah, I think Death Dealer, that must... That's the only thing I can think would have been Death Dealer. There's me thinking that, oh, we're absolutely fine. That was very, very strange. I can't actually think of any other way we would have got locked out. And a little bit disconcerting overall. Right, that's that. We need arena tokens. Market. That is the one. Let's get arena tokens. Oh, I appreciate that, Andy. It's been a while, man. You were gone from Discord for a very long time. I assumed you'd gone off to live in, like, the Welsh wilderness. Barkos Soul. There we go. That's kind of the best scenario that could have popped up. Okay, let's awaken him. Now, what blessing would Varkos have? In Stone Skin, Lethal, Lightning Cage. In Mercurial with an Ignore Defense Relic. There is probably a case for Soul Reap. I get worried with temporal chains because of Marius. Riggs, it happens. It does happen. There are, because I've been tracking, well, I haven't done it for a little while now, but I used to track daily rewards from Clan Boss, and because everyone was talking about have the rates been nerfed, so I went through a phase of just tracking everything. I think I did it for about 5.5 months, and the numbers said to me that, you know, everything looks fine, but if you actually dig into it, it's some months you get like 3 or 4, and then other months you get about 17. It's definitely inconsistent. So I would say that you can have cursed months, and rather than a cursed account. Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Hold on. I haven't seen the Odyssey. No. Yeah, Kem Kamau, it is the way. Speaking of Sacred Shard, I'm desperately trying to get mine back. So let's go for today's one in the Doom Tower. I appreciate that, Andy. Raid's a funny old thing. And I haven't been doing my Valoran chase. I've been slacking in some ways, but kind of really pushing in others. Ah, nice, Riggs. I got a comment on one of my Amius video today, actually. From a seemingly not happy customer. But maybe I'm weird. I like the Amius fight. I think it's one of the most interesting boss fights in all of Raid. It's just a shame that you're limited by the roster that it gives you rather than being able to choose your own. I think Amius is such a cool fight. It's one of the few times Plarium have made a boss kind of interesting. Whether they executed it very well or not is a different story. But the tactics of it are frustrating, but in a good way. I do have a flowchart for personal rewards, CVC. It's going to hurt. It's going to be a very, very, very long day. And the closer we get to the time, the more I'm having doubts, but I will not be beaten. I think all of the silver that I've saved up is going to be gone by the end of that day. Yeah, second, that's very, very true. I don't have it on my computer. Do I have it? It's like the most... It literally looks like a 4-year-old picked up a crayon and wrote a list. I don't know if I've still got it to hand. I don't know if it's in here. No, I'd have to dig it out somewhere. I kind of parked it because I bottled it a little bit. But it is going to be rough for all of the savings that I've made so far. Right, come on, Doom Tower, I want my shard. It's not too much to ask. Riggs, you will get it down. If the problem with Amius in Curse City is being limited with your roster, that is the... If you could choose the champions for it, it would be easy mode. And really, Awakening is arguably one of the most important things there. It can be frustrating, though. Like, criminally frustrating. I've had rounds with Amius where he keeps dying in the ult form. No. Yeah, ult form. And the fight can go on for like 30, 40 minutes. But my advice for Amius is try and make your team as immortal as can be, and then just work on playing the actual tactics you're supposed to play and chipping it down. And then one day your account will be at a level where you can just smack him down and not really have to worry about it. Okay, we'll just wait for this to get done. Yeah, second, that's probably... I can't... trying to think of the name of the mastery that... Is it Cycle of Violence or Cycle of Magic? Probably Cycle of Magic. The fact that that can proc Amius's passive is probably annoying. Like, Cycle of Magic, yeah. That is... I actually wish they'd changed that. But I remember seeing a video, and I can't remember what creator did it, but they said they'd had a chat with Plarium, so it's probably someone like Ash or Layla, whatever her name is, where they pretty much straight up said, no, we're not going to change it, you need to change your masteries. Which I thought was a little bit shit, to be perfectly honest. It's just very unforgiving. Yeah, if there's a skill to cooldown, then fine, I'll accept it. But like you say, it happens on skills that aren't. Yeah, Chief, that's probably an option. What else have I done? I probably can't open it on stream because I won't be able to pull it onto the main screen. But I have made like a Excel spreadsheet that shows me like the best and worst case scenario for the amount of points I will get for energy, gems, and silver. But the vast bulk, yes, exactly the same as Ramform, isn't it? The vast, Christ, learn to talk. The vast bulk of what I'm going to aim to do is kind of spend 40 gems to run something like Dragon or Ice Golem, and every bit of gear I get, I am going to roll it up to 12. Even if it's 5-star rare stuff that you would never keep, I'm going to roll it up to 12, and then I'm also going to ascend it to 2 stars. Not any further unless it's actually good gear. Because the way I see it is I've got a lot of silver and I've got a lot of whatever this oil is called, lesser oil. And I worked out, I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but I worked out for every 40 gems I spend, I could potentially get between 8,000 and like 18,000 CVC points. So it's, I mean, it's probably the worst idea. I'm probably going to spend the best part of 24 hours just upgrading gear only to then sell it and use the silver that I get back from it to do it again. But yeah, it's going to be absolute grim. But yeah, I will message you about it when it is the time. But luckily it is still, what's the date today? 20th of July. I'm planning on doing it on the 20th of October. So August, September, 3 months today. If I stop folding to my lack of willpower, I can probably save a lot of good resources until then. Plus, I'm buying the monthly gem pack, and, you know, even in a month, I've gone from about 7,000 gems to 12,000. So I think gems is going to be my bottleneck. I'd really like to have about 25,000. So I've got to stop going for things that are coming up tomorrow, like the Gear Ascension tournaments and stuff like that. Like, I don't need to do Gear Ascension. It's just a way of burning energy. So I think if I batten down on the resources, I can probably get myself in a good position. Yeah, second, I can skip fusions. Yeah, there's also referrals, like you say, getting other people on the referrals. I can bribe you all with like gear cleanses and stuff. But I think if I just play the willpower game, exactly. I think that's probably my best shot. Because actually, the thing that, you know, when you've got an idea and then I don't know, the more time goes on and the closer you get to the idea, the more time you've got to think about something, is when you start kind of doubting and you think, what would be the worst thing would be to go, right, guys, I'm doing this 24-hour stream and it's going to be freaking amazing. And then I end up with like 1.5 million points after 24 hours. I'm just going to feel like a complete dickhead. So I am going to have to come up with a pretty sturdy game plan, the way I see it. Yeah, man, I get it. And yeah, true, second as well. It's just no more energy spending, because actually it turns out you can save an absolute crap ton of gems if you just stop going for all the bait events. Who knew? It's like what I've been telling everyone on YouTube for ages. Like, do as I say, not as I do. Like a massive hypocrite. But yeah, I might skip a fusion. That'll probably be just good for the brain. Exactly, Andy. Exactly. I think in an ideal world, yeah, obviously Champ Chase, like boosted rates as well. I think in an ideal world, I don't know what points it runs out at, but when something is boosted during CVC, there's like a cap on it. It was the personal reward one that wasn't too long ago, where everyone went for this avatar that I've got on mine. I think Sand Devil and something was boosted, but it was only for a little while because everyone got the points and then the boost ran out. So in an ideal world for that day, considering I'm planning on doing it with silver and gear upgrading, if it's 2x gear upgrade bonuses, I'm going to have a good time for the first few hours. But obviously it always, well, just always runs out. Andy, in theory, yes, I would imagine that it would be a fusion token, a token fusion for the next one. I would think so. Riggs, I am trying. It's actually gone a bit quiet on my promo front, which usually means no from Plarium. But I will check in with Empire just to see if I can get like a temporary one. The Elenaril thing bugs me because A, I don't even know what faction she's in. She's in High Elves. I don't actually have her. So it's a little bit tricky promoting something that I don't have. Yeah, second, I do need to stockpile energy. Also, if on the day of the stream people make any donations, then I will probably just buy some resources with the donations. Just for a bit of fun. I am going to save all of my remnants until then. So I think by then I could have about 13 or 14. So a mythical popping out would be, well, 60,000 points in the grand scheme of 5 million is kind of nothing. But it's better than nothing, I guess. I've blown all of my fusion champs, all of my fragment summons. But yeah, I've just got to be tight with my resources. That's all I can do. Yeah, use the extra fusions. I'm going to start saving those. Alright, let's try and do some of these because they are just relic summon fragment stuff. We need heal reduction. We get it. We've got good DPS. Cool. That could actually, excuse me, that could actually work. Yeah, I get that. I've blown so many resources just trying to make my life easier when I probably could have done it the long way. Yeah, exactly. For that exact reason, Chief. That's I'm annoyed at myself almost every day for doing that. Okay, let's go speed, turn meter reduction, heal reduction. Yeah, never fuse Razin. That is something I should have done right from the beginning. Oh, Yannicka, you go. Extra turns. Yannicka's a machine. I'm starting to love this champion. Let's get some decreased defense. If it ever lands, it does. Yes, I've noticed that on my free-to-play as well. I don't know why I bought that. It's wrong affinity. That was kind of dumb. Okay, you're taking away Phoenix, naturally. Oh, the extra turns. This champion is psychotic. Absolutely psychotic. Okay, heal reduction. We can blow cooldowns. It doesn't really matter. Oh, Yannicka, you my favorite. Nice. Yeah, she's not to be sniffed at. Hat damage compared to everyone else. I mean, granted, she's +4, like whale poop. I kind of hate the Phrygius battles, but they need to be done. She's built. Okay, we can try it. We've got double shield, reset, Marius, Phoenix. What could possibly go wrong? I reckon we'll end up killing ourselves. That's the problem. Defense. And so we'll start with the shield. Save that A3. A2. Whatever it's called. Okay, good. We got decreased defense. We'll boost. Try and get the shield down in 1 would be ideal. Okay, that's 1 and almost 2. Nearly killed ourselves in the process. That's cool. Good. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's not so good. What points do we need? We need 20 million, 20,000, 20 million. Let's revive and send it. This is probably up there for one of the most annoying bosses in Raid. Annoying and unnecessary. Black Savant, hello. Nice to see you, mate. What, we got 2 turns, no shield yet. It's very annoying that when the boss dodges, you don't get the heal from Donatello. Oh, this boss is like Rage Bait 101. Yeah, Waleed, I agree. I think I can deal with every other boss. But sometimes I end up not finishing hard mode until like the night before the rotation ends, because you have to spend all of your reroll tokens every day trying to find a good enough team to get this down without just headbutting the desk. It's a little bit infuriating. Or you end up making a really stupid mistake like I have and just killing yourself. So we've got to sacrifice Marius to get this done. Oh, he didn't actually die. That's good news. The boss has only taken one turn under shield. So he's out. Yeah, it's just tricky. Try harding the turn count. Second, shut up, man. You don't let out my secrets. It's very important, you see. Let's get the heals. This is actually another one of those fights where I wouldn't trust it on auto. I guarantee if I put this on auto, go to the bathroom and come back, I'll have been dead. Probably before I even got me Wang out. I think I have like raid trust issues. That's the problem, isn't it, Waleed? I mean, you could actually argue it's a really, really good boss. But like with Amius, because you're limited by what the game allows you to bring into it, doesn't really give you the chance to maybe have as much fun with it as it potentially could be. And I say fun very, very loosely there. There was a computer company called Wang. That's amazing. Yeah, it's the evades. And I quite like the mechanic of the evade. It's actually kind of cool. So every time he takes a turn under, is it gold plated? Yeah. He gets more of a chance to evade, which is a really interesting mechanic. But at the same time, it's also a complete pain in the dick. Or pain in the wang. Yeah, that's true. With the Leshen evade, you got to bring the burn. What's not helping me here is I didn't really bring any good debuffs. But that's fine. We will just wait for the gold shield, which we can put up our own shield with Freya. Replenish it with Lizard Boy, Sulfurion. And he should have one buff on him still. No, no buffs. That's annoying. Sorry, debuffs. So we'll just smack through. Yeah, we got no buff, so he's going to end up taking another turn, so his chance to evade is going to be higher. It kind of hasn't gone as I planned it to. Zork and Wang. I like it. Right, so we've got to lay down some big nukes. That'll do, I guess. $18 million. Okay, so we're nearly there on this guy. We just need to get 20 million. Note to self, bring more debuffs. Don't evade. Or don't place the damn debuff. Okay, 18896, so a few hits away. So go on, Phoenix. Cool. Right, that is the end of that. Sod that boss. And we can also get the new chest or whatever it's called. A hairband power ballad. This is why I sometimes wish that there wasn't copyright on YouTube. I'd love to do a little bit of hair metal themed nights. So what else can we do to survive this? Garrel's not strong enough to bring the shield down by herself. I don't know if we've got enough survivability with Sulfurion and Cardinal. So, speaking of AI covers, actually, yeah, I've been right on one this week. We'll save the ally attack for the shield. I've been thinking about trying to basically duplicate songs using AI so I can get away with playing them on stream. And I downloaded, I think it's Suno. Is that the music app? It's kind of really bad, but it's also really good. And in a couple of streams' time, I will play it for you guys. But I made a country and western song about a guy that is not modeled on me even in the slightest, trying to decide which of the women that he likes in Raid is going to be the best fit for him. And it is really, really daft. It's kind of good. Yeah, Black Savant. I think I need to get the paid version. I think that's what I need to do. Ah, the fucking evade before he even takes a turn. Screw this guy. Oh, it's totally... Yeah, no, Mohammed, it's totally me. It's totally me. Yeah, I think I will. I'll probably sub for a month, give it a go. And then cancel it. Oh, this damage is not going to be enough. I don't think this team's going to work. It's maybe not, unless the ally attacks are really good. Nope. Yeah, Waleed. Good news, though. I will be doing a Mercurial-only gear cleanse video soon. Oh, I just killed myself. I don't know how many turns the boss took them, but it was probably too many. But we have got Leech. What score have we got to get? Another 20 million? Oh, buckle up, buckaroos. This is going to suck. We have just not got the DPS for it. Carrot Thief. Well, the way I see it at Chief is I think you could actually get away with treating Mercurial exactly the way that we used to treat... Yeah, we're not getting this down. The way we would used to treat something like Stone Skin. And you could argue there's like 3 builds. You've got your kind of speed, accuracy, survival. So your debuffer. You've got your damage dealing, which is obviously crit rate, crit damage, and primary stat. And then you've just got like, I need to live and keep everyone alive, high resistance, that sort of style build. So I think using those as a rule, maybe Mercurial isn't that difficult to cleanse. Oh, we're going to die again. Yep. But I think if you kind of copy the same rules that we used to use for that, then it does take a little bit of the stress off. Plus, it's been quite a few rotations now. So I think we can be a little bit more hardcore with our gear. But then, yeah, there is also the idea that you could use these kind of builds across PvE as well. But I guess one thing I learned from learning a little bit about PvP, sorry, is that a PvE build does not translate to PvP, but a PvP build will definitely get you through PvE. So I think we can start to be a little bit more brutal with it than we used to be. Don't think Mercurial needs resistance. I think there is an argument for not needing resistance, but I think there is an equal argument for needing resistance, because there's a lot of interesting control champions nowadays, and being able to just like get one of your champions not to get controlled by them is really good. Plus, you could argue we're still in a bit of a speed lockout meta, but can you actually resist lockouts? What sacrifices do you need to make in order to actually get there? And like she said, once it's gone, you do kind of need the resistance. It's a bit of a balancing act at the moment. Oh, Tiki, I like it. I like it. I'm loving the new camera. Although I know nothing about cameras, so I'm sure what it looks like today is not what it's going to look like in a few weeks. My editor loves the new camera. I think when I first sent a video to her, the only message she sent me was not, Dan, how do you want me to edit this video? Or if you got this idea, she just went, why has it taken you this long to get a new camera? It's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, Walid, you are looking at about 900 now. I agree. No, Andy, I'm still going to die on the resistance hill. Always. Can I even make 20 million? Yeah, you know what? I think we can make 20 million. So let's get a shield up. A1. Yeah, don't worry, Andy. That side of it will never change. I think I put that shield up too early. Oh, the boss is freaking out, man. He's having a disco. See, if Dora had hallucinogenics in her backpack, this guy's got ecstasy. Let's put Revive on Death. His chance to dodge now is going to be disgusting. Yeah, a whole barrel full of MDMA. Oh, Sulfurion, don't die. Good lad. Oh, this is not a fun round. This is not as good as the last one. Okay, we've got 3 turns we can burn and shield. That might just keep us alive long enough. On this one, we are turn count maxing. Oh, the carrot thief, man. Yeah, second, updates. What's going on? Yeah, Chief, Mercurial 100% ruined the meta. But I think... I can't remember who I was saying this to. Maybe it was you guys on stream before I had my little going away session. What I think would have been the best thing that they could have done would be to drop 2 gear sets in Grim Forest in the same way that there are 2 gear sets from Hydra. They should have done Deflection and Mercurial, and there would have been a few benefits to that. Carrot Thief. We would have all got a different spread of gear, so you wouldn't have ended up with like week 1 players with full 9-piece Mercurials, and you would be offering a protection as well as a counter to the protection. and it would have created balance in PvP. But no, that's not what they did. And I just think it would have been just a better way of playing it. Okay, Andy, that makes sense that it was on stream. But if you think about for anyone that's played World of Warcraft, what was really interesting about what they eventually did with Warcraft is you've got PvE gear and you've got PvP gear. And it was, the way they balanced it out was really clever. And it just does not translate across to this game at all. Yeah. Yeah, that was, yeah, that's, oh yeah, so I probably ended before then, but Resilience did become a PvE thing. It's been a very long time since I've played WoW. Right, let's get some nuke on this guy. We are going to burn, shield, Garrel. Ally attack. Aphidus. Yep. We're going to kill ourselves, but we've got revives. Leech. Okay. Oh, that was a bit spicy. Sulfurion, do not die. Cardial, put up block revive on death. Oh, we have taken... This is going to be a shame because I reckon this is going to end up in a restart. Ah, so I remember versatility. Take care, Andy, buddy. Nice to see you, mate. Oh, come on. We are not doing enough damage. I had a little bit of an urge this week to load up the WoW account. I don't know why, because it'd be the worst idea ever. But I do kind of miss it. It's the longest I've ever played a game with that level of dedication. I've got to risk the Garrel. Oh, Carrot Thief. Oh, I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to make it. The boss has taken too many turns. Yeah. It's just dodge, dodge, dodge. And we can't even put up the burn yet in case it dodges. Okay, boss, do your thing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make... we're so close. But everything is just dodging now. Unless Garrel comes in very strong. Oh, if we can get that shield down before he takes a turn. Yep. I think that went down. It did. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, we got the 20 million. That's so awesome. Be done with that fight. What a horrible fight. Horrible, horrible fight. Phrygius, you absolute frenum. Guess we got Mavara. That could make things a little bit more interesting. We just need some solid DPS. We've got a shield. Guess we could go Garrel. I miss Nax. I will never forget the feeling of our guild staying up like all night and some, and you know, people drop out because there's 40 of you and or 20, I think it was 25. And then someone else comes online, you're like, quick, hurry up, get in the damn raid. Those were good times. But nothing will ever hold a place in my heart more than Icecrown Citadel. The life I lost playing that game. I'm not even ashamed. Okay, let's lay down the nukes. I don't know why Yannicka did her A1 there. I clicked A2. It's a little bit strange. I kind of want to restart because that was not the way forward. And the boss took an extra turn. Okay, we'll be all right. Oh, sorry if YouTube just freaked out on you guys. What do we need to get? Another 20 million, that's all right. We have many DPS and big ass shield. And just dodge. Okay, let's send it. 3 fervors on all 3 DPS. Perfect. Get a shield up before we kill ourselves. I probably cannot use Toshiro's A3 because I think I will kill the entire team. Ouch, ouch, yep. Shit. Let's go shield. Mavara. Get rid of his shield. Okay, we're back in business. Yeah, I pressed a button, Mohammed. A button that I should not have pressed. Don't dodge. Good. No, I'm not pressing that button again. It freaked my computer out at the same time as well. I thought it was going to crash or something. Do you know what? I've not put Geo in my deck, and I'd be really intrigued to see what he's like in this fight. I've never actually tried it. So if you get damage from the boss when he's under burn from Geo, like team wiping damage, does it actually do that much damage? Well, that reflect damage back on him? Because if so, that's kind of cool. Or is it like a light version? Oh, Mohammed, you'll be sad to know my free-to-play picked up Geomancer the other day. I got Newt, Geomancer, and Lugan. All within like 3 shards. Pretty criminal. Yeah, reflect on reflectception. Okay, keep the A1, push him into his shield. We put up our shield. We can probably take 1 smack. He's glitching out again. Oh, the fervor nearly killed us. Right, we've got big shields. Wow, big Garrel smack. That was an extra 1.2 million on that. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, create a perk, if only. If only. If it was on my main, in fact, I can't complain with the shard luck on the main. Okay, 18 mil. Hit me with 19 and let's get out of this damn fight. Oh, the dodge. Come on. Okay, we got this. 19.7. Okay, good. That puts us over the line. It's another one done. Where is he? There's one more to go. Oh, he's up there. It's the hardest one, isn't it? Where you've got to get 35 million. Oh. In theory, they could do it. We just need something else to survive. Maybe Archer? Let's see. Oh, Mohammed, you gotta love getting a Lady Annabelle. I also have to give so much credit to my editor for the boob zoom in my video. Oh, come on, man. Okay, if we can get decreased defense, good. Right, we should be blitzing through the first one. We'll get the shield up with Sulfurion. Get the Marius in, 1, 2, 3. Get the Phoenix in if we don't kill ourselves. We killed ourselves. Reset. Burn and shield. 1 turn from the boss. Could be worse. And then we'll Marius. Good. Okay, that could have gone worse. That could have gone a lot worse. Stop dodging. Stop dodging. Please. Oh, the dodge. Come on, man. Why? Increase defense, good. Try not to kill ourselves. Shield. Reset for more shield, we're going to need it. 1, 2, 3. Ouch. Sorry, Phoenix. Okay, somehow we got through that. Ryder, yes, I did. I pulled Varkos, I think, yesterday. No, Tiki, I do not. Although, actually, at some point, if you're down for just streaming it in Discord, I'd really like to watch it because, believe it or not, I've never actually done... Oh no, I was thinking Hydra. I've never actually done Hydra Titus, but Titus Chimera. I'll be intrigued to see the team because I can't quite get mine to work with Titus and Donnie. I think I need Magma Shield, which I don't have because I am a Volcardiac Heart Relic peasant. I don't have one. Okay, so we're in line with the turn count. Oh, Mohammed, that'd be rough, like a hardcore version of the game. That'd be horrible. Please don't dodge. Good. Okay, we got the shield. Let's take him down. Reset. Heals. Shields. Phoenix stuff. Good. And we lived. Once again, I don't know how. We're totally winging this. If it wasn't for those pesky meddling dodges. Oh, Mohammed, that would be evil, especially with IP. I didn't even think of that. With IP champs, that would be mean. Can you imagine the rage quits? Make for some good YouTube content. You can imagine Nubs with his little, like, face like that. That was about the best Nub face I'll ever do. There to buy them again, like Predator. You fucked around, you found out, and as a result, you lost Predator. Okay, risk the burn. Do not dodge. This is the one time you're not to dodge. Good. Thank you. Not now, anyway. Oh, stop dodging. Jesus Christ. We need that Donnie reset. Oh. If we kill Sulfurion here, the run is over. And I think we're going to kill Sulfurion here. Oh, we didn't. We didn't. Good. Give me a shield. Give me a heal. Yes. $9 million to go. $248, 13, 12 mil. Come on, man. We need some nukes. Phoenix, now is the time to not get dodged. Good. It's another $1 million down. Do it, Mohammed. Work for Plarium and get me the promo code that I want. I will love you like super long time. Ah, the dodge. Stop dodging. I'm bored of this. Yeah, do you know what, Chief? I've never even thought of it, but it makes so much sense. It actually makes so much sense. Okay, there's the heal. There's the reset. Marius, please just take him down. Will we survive? 1, 2, 3, not 60% HP. No! Fuck! Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh, long. Ah, shit. Oh, well, that's freaking miserable. Look how close we are. Oh, long. With 3 turns, I'll be lucky if I hit 35, and what have I got to get? 35. Yeah, he's just going to dodge his way through it. Now he's going to put up his shield. That sucked. That absolutely sucked. We were so close. 30.4. Oh, 34.4. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Are you actually for real? I like the team. This is the problem. If I could sub Geo in, that would be one thing, but then I would lose the rest of the team. Oh man, that was so not fun. Of all of the things that I have ever, that was one of them. Oh, that was horrible. That was so freaking horrible. So half the team are now going to die anyway. Yep. Oh. That just wasn't very kind. Yeah, I feel like that, RGP. Look, and we... Oh. I need a minute. That was really horrible. That was not nice. I agree on Bono. Weirdly, I watched that South Park episode the other day. You know when you just get something in your head? The one with Bono and the world's biggest shit. And what a glorious episode it is. Let's get some new gear to make ourselves feel better. High Elves Banner and Undead Hordes, not what we're looking for. That was really, 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 really annoying. Like, I think I would have genuinely rather stubbed my toe. Oh. World's best number 2. See, I think this guy is number 1, number 2. But I did get thinking. Ah, that's why the shield is so small. I didn't consider that. I haven't exactly got anything better to sub in, plus he's the reviver. Kurix, that's it. This guy weighs many Kurix. That really, really pissed me off. And I don't imagine there's any way of reducing the damage that you take if you put like decrease attack on him. I assume that damage is just capped by HP. Where is that? Each layer is equal to 10% of his HP. Is it just 20% champion HP per like notch that you take down? Hardened Avarice, 5 layers of gold plated. Each is worth 10% of his HP. When a layer is destroyed, turn meter will be filled by 10%. That's fine. Damage. Your champions, meanwhile, receive damage to 5% of the layer's value. While he's under gold plate, it won't be able to evade. So it doesn't really say. Ugh. What a pain in the dick. What a pain in the dick. Right, just going to restart until we get the burn and the decreased defense on him. We can just get off to a solid start, especially the first one. We can stop him from taking a turn. Or get dodged, thank you. I love you too, Chief, but I'm raging at the moment. Internal rage. That's a really good point, RJP. That's a really good point. I would argue that this Netherbite knife can work in your favor, but also work against your favor sometimes. Is it available for a purchase? It is not. Enemy's HP. What's that one? Enemy attack. Is there one that heals you? Or have I already got it? This one. So is that worth an upgrade? Yep, that could be worth an upgrade. It's a little bit of extra healing, whether it comes through at the right time. So we've got speed, max HP, that, decreased defense. That's fine. I don't mind if it dodges Archer initially. As long as we get the decreased defense. Dodging. He shouldn't be able to dodge before he's taken a turn. Oh, come on, man. Good. Right, let's smack this guy. Okay, we've got no heal from Archer. That's a bit risky. And is Phoenix actually just going to kill us? Yep, basically. So the boss is going to get a turn no matter what. Shield. So maybe Archer landing is the better of the options. Oh, the dodge. Tell you what, I would kill this lineup, but instead of Sulfurion, Helikath would just make life so much easier. Helikath and Donnie equals pretty much immunity from everything. Yeah, it's 100% a marathon fight. We'll save the burn. Yeah, I hadn't considered poison. Archer, I guess if we've got the Hex up, Archer can kind of save our ass in a bit of a pinch. But she's kind of the best option I had out of what was left over. If it fails again, I'll look at other options. Maybe it's just another DPS, but I think, oh, the dodge. But then we're probably going to just kill ourselves even quicker. But the heal is pretty good from Archer. We could burn now. Shield up. Get rid of the shield. Reset with Donnie. Depends how much damage that does. Yep, that's alright. Burn and shield. Okay, that's another round. The dodge. Oh, I'd kill for Helicath right now. But we're in decent shape so far. Let's get back to full health. Yeah, agree. All it takes is a few really good Phoenix smacks early on in the fight. Phoenix and Marius, and we should in theory be good. No point in burning until the shield. We need a debuff from Deacon so he actually does something. Please land the Hex. Good. That's better than it was before. No turn meter boost yet. I want to stay behind the boss's turn meter. Ideally, probably isn't going to work out. I imagine Sulfurian's going to take a turn first. So if this burn resists, we're kind of cooked. No, we're all right. Okay, shield. Boost. Yeah, I'm definitely going to throw Geo into the mix for the next rotation. That kind of seems like a no-brainer now that we think about it. Heal, revive, burn, shield, nuke. Good. Yeah, we're much better on this round than we were the first one. So unless something particularly wacky happens, we should be alright. $22. It's alright, we already had Hex up. Cool. So 1.25 mil per Marius, say 3, 2. Okay, we're better. Much better spot. Could put the burn up now and reset if it doesn't land, but it does land. No boost. Let the boss do his thing. Hex is up. Okay, we're in a better spot. We've got no shield. That's a little bit... Oh, that was the Netherbite knife. That can definitely frickin' blow. We'll heal, not reset. And we won't go for the A2, so we're going to get more dodges, but I'm worried we're going to kill ourselves if I go A2. Good night, buddy. Thank you, and thank you for joining. Okay, we're probably... Why has he got heal? Little asshole. And we're probably going to kill... Okay, we need heals. This is the weirdest fight I've had with this guy so far. Okay. We just need to land a few Marius smacks and a few Phoenix smacks. Good. Decreased defense. I have got re-rolls. I just didn't want to use them because I know this team can do it. I definitely know this team can do it. But the problem with re-rolling is I'm probably going to end up with a really bad rest of the team. But we're like one Marius A2 and a Phoenix A1 away from getting this done. And watch them both dodge. No, one so far. 33.5. Nice. 34.2. Let's play it slow. 34.6. Ah, resist. Eek. Oh, yeah, shitter. Don't kill yourself. Sulfurion, it is time. Ouch, 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 ouch. Cool, we got it. We got it. Nice. Thank God for that. Miserable fight. Miserable, miserable fight. Okay, that kind of is Grim Forest on hard done because the rest of it is just little fights, which are a lot easier now. Oh, that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Much better. Yeah, Tiki, you'll have to show me, man. I'm quite curious. Although from what I've heard about running Titus and Wixwell in Hydra, apparently it's not a great use of an hour of your time. Oh, let's not proc the passive. Good. Also, I've gone way over time for stream, so once we've done this, I will call it a night. Let's get some of those. Also, question for chat. And the answer to this question is not the Odyssey, just FYI. Has anyone got any movie recommendations or something that I can just turn my brain off for an hour and watch? Ideally on Prime or Netflix. They Live. Have heard of it. Have definitely heard of it. Don't know what it is, but have heard of it. Nine Gates? I've never actually heard of this. Ah, straight up, I've never heard of that. second. I mean, that's probably one of the best recommendations so far. I have to check out They Live. Let's just get our free little gamble ticket for the day. Not bad. I ran out of Chaos Ore when Mercurial was released, as I'm sure everyone else did. So I've got They Live, 9 Gates, and Big Busty Babes 3. Second, I haven't watched it yet. I'm trying to think of which one it was. But again, I've had it on my list for absolutely... I think it was a TV show. Happy. That was it. Happy. I wonder what that's... I wonder if that's on Amazon. But yeah, it's going to be like bed, smoke, bed, and as much film as I can make it through before I become asleep. It's not I could, I actually should watch the last season of The Boys. I made it all the way up till the last season. I might have seen 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I watched it all so quickly that I kind of lost interest in it. And that's nothing against the show. I just kind of blew it out in like a week. And funnily enough, it was probably the 1 week I released the least amount of videos. Oh, that's a big claim, Chief. I get that. I get that. Right. So, guys, I'm going to call the stream because it's gone on about half an hour later than I thought it was going to. Thank you for joining. Do the liking thing. I know it's cringe, but it really, really helps out. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you're idling and watching. Tomorrow night, Monday night, is the 1 hour, 15 minutes of me gear cleansing, and then there is other stuff coming throughout the week. So stay tuned. There will be more. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll leave you with some music for the outro, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care.